Well, it's certainly here with the Mansion House. We're doing an awful lot to try and push the City of London's sort of involvement in the development of the UK economy. It is a remarkable place. So all sorts of things happening here in the city. It's responsible for about 14% of GDP, and also here in the United Kingdom. Plus, also, I think it's the place where growth is going to come from in the sort of certainly the near to medium term. The building's already built, the people are already trained, and it can really be a remarkable sort of a springboard for economic growth.
Yeah, it could be if we keep the talent here and if we attract talent. You've got one of the biggest bosses at Goldman Sachs is off to Milan. You've got one of the biggest bosses of JP Morgan is back off to New York as well. Alastair, we're losing brilliant, talented people in the financial community because of this government's policies, aren't we?
Well, I mean, I think that certainly we're working with government at the moment to try, certainly putting pressure on them in relation to reviewing some of those policies. But I think also we are seeing some talent coming here as well, from the United States, for instance. And I've been sort of seeing people as recently as Friday who are on the way here. But I do sense that things need to be done on that front.
Alastair, it's Karen jumping in. It was great to see the other week we had London Tech Week here, and it certainly was a big showcase akin to what we see on some of the other major tech events across Europe. But it makes me think about the capital markets. I know you've put a lot of effort into trying to connect up these technology companies, startups to capital markets. But there's one company in France, Mistral AI, and they've raised about €1 billion, €1 billion in the past number of years since mid-2023. And I do wonder whether that would be possible for a UK company to do exactly the same thing, because I think it would be incredibly challenging for a UK company to go from absolute startup phase to raising $1 billion in less than 2 years. What do you think?
Well, we do have some really good tech companies and fintech companies here in the United Kingdom. We do have well over 125 unicorns here in Britain, so we're not a bad sort of area placed for startups to come and do things. You look at Revolut, look at Monzo. We have extremely good participants in these sectors.
Does it worry you that we have seen some technology companies, the leaders in recent years, that have had a huge spotlight on them, the likes of Deliveroo, that we're seeing a change now in terms of the listing, Wise as well, when it comes to these two big companies? I mean, Deliveroo was really one that came to the markets, high hopes and being consolidated. Does that worry you, we're losing some of that leadership already from even the new ones that have joined markets?
Well, I think it's always sad when good companies leave the London markets. I think also the London Stock Exchange Group have been extremely good in coming up with remarkably good new opportunities in relation to listing rules. That's some of those things are really having an effect now. But I think also what are we doing in order to promote new companies to come to replace some of the ones that have gone? And it's something that I've been doing. We've got a big scale-up capital event here in London, here at Mansion House, on Monday, a week's time, and then we're bringing together 20 of the best fintech and technology companies here, with about 200 British investors, so that these companies can scale and then thrive here in the United Kingdom. Plus, also, we'd hope then they go on to list here in London.